It was tough to leave the comfort of the Dwarven Hall, but I think it's best we moved on. We've likely worn out our welcome due to Grin's shenanigans, and besides, Garrett is still up on that mountain. That is, if he's even alive at all. Our first attempt up was disastrous. Not even halfway and the whole damn mountain came crashing down on us. I actually thought there for a second that I might lose Miri. But there's no time to wallow on today's short quest, long rest. Hey everyone, Dane here from the Squalor Squad. Just wanted to give a little warning on today's episode. Things get a little serious and a little sad near the middle, so just giving a heads up to anyone sensitive to such things. Anyways, here's Wonderwall, and thanks for listening.
Hi! So, welcome back, my lovely players, as a bit of a recap before we go into this next session. You had previously entered the Dwarven Valley, met some of the residents, most of them normal dwarves who seem to be going about almost startlingly normal lives, given what's been happening up here on the surface with the perpetual night descending on Icewind Dale. You met the eccentric character of a young, bright red Zorn named Ruby, a precious darling of the Dane there. You were asked if you might, at a later date, attend to matters in a decrepit hall down there, that you might enter, destroy ostensibly a bunch of undead, and the dwarves might follow through with Ruby to clear the place out. Proceeding further up Kelvin's Cairn, you ascended past a pack of goats, a herd of goats, bleating at you, who otherwise fled up the mountain unscathed. It wasn't much further along, for you heard in that ominous, forever twilight above the distant rumble of an oncoming avalanche. Moving with frightening speed, it slammed down on top of the party, sweeping some of you down the mountain slope, tumbling end over end in a white darkness, where you were eventually buried beneath several feet of snow. However, no one suffocated, so that's a positive.
Yay!
And surely, if at least most of the snow on the mountain has tumbled off, you don't have to worry about another avalanche now, do you?
Yes.
I don't know enough about avalanches to argue.
You need to, bone up on that.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're a new avalanche expert.
I know it's total sidetrack real fast, but Always Sunny in Philadelphia has a fucking great line where he says, I could take my trash out in the alleyway, I could light it on fire, it'll burn up, it'll go into the sky, and it makes stars. And
True.
The guy goes, dude, that doesn't sound right, but I don't know enough about stars to argue. I just fucking love that line. Anyways, proceed.
So, you are almost pretty much back where you started, at the base of Kelvin's Cairn, looking up at a ascent into darkness, with a very, very sad and confused dog boy with you, who keeps looking from the party to up the slope, and the party again sort of wagging his tail hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
What are y'all doing?
Am I still an elk? I don't remember.
I don't remember.
I don't think you dropped your form.
Yeah, I don't think you did.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't remember you dropping it.
Okay.
Okay, then I saddle up Dreamer and ride him to the top.
Kinky.
Yep. For the most part, I think Rian would want to push on. That was a harrowing experience, and I know it was scary for everyone, especially Miri, but it's like there might be somebody waiting up there for us, and we can't take time to rest. So we got to get up there and help whoever we can.
Well, let's go up the mountain.
Yep.
Not down it.
Oh yeah, I forgot that we'd established that his elk has a car horn.
With
Wait, that was the bull.
No, it's still the elk.
Yeah, it's the elk, even though I think he said that it wasn't. He didn't want it to be. Aruga. He didn't want that to be canon.
Nope, it's not going to be that horn.
Too bad. All right. Yeah, I think we could probably press on, huh?
Aye.
Did we take a short rest?
No.
What's a short rest? Like 15 minutes?
A short rest would be 10 minutes, unless you want to do a rally, which is when I will allow a short rest in a span of 15 minutes, but you gain a point of exhaustion.
So an hour.
A rally would be for, like, those situations where it's, come on, guys, gather around, let's hype each other up. Boss room, go!
Nice.
Yeah.
It's an option for, a little bit of a short rest, but with a penalty.
Gotcha. So wait a minute. It's a short rest.
No, I think she meant to say an hour, not 10 minutes.
Yeah, no, I say short rests are an hour,
yeah.
but you
Short
have
rests
an
are an
option
hour.
to take a
Okay.
15-minute one for a point of exhaustion.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. That makes sense. Okay, cool. Well, yeah, I don't know what everybody's spell slots are looking like, but if I could catch a heal spell would probably set me straight. I should be good.
Me no have.
If anybody. What do you mean you don't have any heal spells?
I mean, I don't have any heal spells.
He's a sorcerer.
Yeah, sir.
That's not an excuse. Don't coddle him.
It's not available to me. I don't know what you want me to do.
I want you to be a man.
Man.
A man. No. Okay, we gotta.
I think I heard a me from Dagny.
Oh.
Yeah.
Or
Tavini has just been watching Krellic and Rian and Miri, just very concerned. And when there's news that they're pushing on instead of resting, she's just like sidling up to them across the snow.
Could I assist?
Well, that would be fantastic. I mean, I could use a little bit of healing. If that's the case, I think we can push on. If not, I understand and I should be able to do it anyways, but...
Hi, Tavini, look after them. Make sure they're alright. I'm not that bad.
Sure?
Hi. But thank you.
She gives a little nod and she'll say a soft prayer to the Father of the Forge to warm and cure some of Rian's wounds. And then she'll cast Cure Wounds.
Cure wounds.
Cast the cure wounds. That's 5 HP to me.
Yes.
Right, let's see if I can make this work. Apply healing. Bam! Perfect. Love it. Okay, yep, 23 out of 31. Miri's got 22 out of 29. I'd say I'm good to go.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, my guy has barely injured over his head, so...
That's new.
Yeah, do you guys like that? It is since we use Foundry and I can add modules, I discovered one where when you hover over people's characters token, you can see to what degree they are injured. It will take you through the stages of like, you're uninjured, you're barely injured, to you're badly, to near death and dead.
Oh, that's fun.
You need a status for when you're dead.
You're dead.
I mean, sometimes you just, you glance at someone and you're like, man, that guy is fucked.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, oh, no, he is dead.
He's not fucked.
Really like that.
Yeah, he's been fucked already. He's dead.
So it'll be, it's based on a percentage margin of your health. So if you're at 10% of your health gone, you're going to be in that barely injured range.
Right on, I like it.
Yeah, I thought it was a cool module,
It
and it
is.
actually kind of like adds quite a bit. That was neat.
Yes, I do like just being able to see our health bars underneath us, and the little hover over is really cool too. So.
Yeah, scrolling over, it's nice.
All right. So, ascending up the mountain in the darkness, what little light there is in the sky from that ribbon painted across the heavens starts to fade as that aurora gradually disappears. You ascend for about 30-45 minutes or so past the point where the avalanche came. The snow underfoot thick and powdery as you press through that part of the mountain path. You know, maybe occasionally glancing up to your right nervously to ensure that there's no more snow coming down.
Yeah, you bet your ass.
Yeah, as I say, just keep looking up. Just like, oh, what was that? Did you hear something?
Shockingly, as you go up past the point where Felgrin had taken shelter, nothing falls on you this time.
Hooray!
Yeah, when he gets to that gap we were in, he's like stops and just kind of listens for a sec, and then just takes off sprinting real fast to wherever Grin got to. You're like, oh jeez, oh god, okay,
You alright there?
okay, we're good. It's be all right.
Yes,
It'll be
yeah.
all right.
Take
Okay.
a minute. Take a minute.
Yeah, I don't know if you've ever been swept away in an avalanche before, but
Can't say I have.
it's fucking terrifying.
It was really bad.
No, it's a fresh phobia for you, my friend. He kind of grips your shoulder.
Tavini, as you catch up, your lantern light spills over what was previously buried in snow. Seems like some of the wind that's come through here has swept aside some of the softer powder that was left behind by the avalanche. And you could just barely make out the edge of your lantern light, little ways up the path and to the right. A curve of off-white and what would otherwise be pure white snow. It's very small. It's just barely there up the slope from you.
Is there anyone close to Tavini?
Aside from the rest of the party.
Yeah, we probably all are, in a way.
Yeah, you caught it. She said you caught up to us, so.
Oh, yeah. She'll tap the moose, the big metallic moose, and point up the way, up at the slightly off-white small something.
What does the moose say?
Yeah.
A little tink, tink, tink. All right. So what does Dreamer do as Tavini tries to get his attention?
I'll turn his head to see where she's pointing, and then honk and gesture towards the...
Sorry, do you lift a leg?
No, like, shaking the head.
Oh, okay.
Nodding his head towards it. Like, what's wrong, boy?
What is it?
Is Timmy in the well?
Oh my god.
One honk for yes, two honks for no.
Yeah, Felgrin will look in that direction.
Yeah.
I'd say Felgrin and everyone that isn't Tavini or our Elky boy, give me a perception check.
Good, I'm great at these.
Because you two have the highest wisdom here, perception-wise.
Yes! 19.
Oh, so our passive perception picked it up.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Mine
Okay.
did not, because I rolled a 6. I'm
Rian,
too freaked out.
You have
about
no idea
it.
what's drawing their attention. It's just snow up the slope from you and rocks, and really, you've seen enough of that already today.
He's still freaked out, like waiting for that avalanche again. He's like listening to be like.
But Krellick and Felgrin, as you're peering up the slope, you're catching a very small, probably a little bit larger than a fist-sized curve of off-white material, just sort of poking out of the snow a little further up the slope.
You said it was what shaped?
It's hard to tell the shape because a lot of it's buried.
But it's small.
But there's a patch there. Yeah, it's small.
Okay.
It's about 60 feet away at the very edges of Tavini's lantern light there.
Well, go on. And I'll nudge Krellick.
Well, why not?
Yeah, just why not?
Don't worry, I'm with you, Kralik. And he'll come
Yes,
up
I'm with you over here, though.
Yeah, behind you, way behind you.
Yes.
Like
Alright.
120 feet
Krell's
back.
gonna make sure his shield and hammer are at the ready as he kind of like walks to the patch.
Yes, good plan.
Yep, while
Alright.
Rian takes his armor off and throws it down the mountain.
You said it. You did it.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
Spectacular
Awesome.
strategy.
Nope, we're going to hold you to that.
Outstanding move.
Yes.
Bold move,
Behold.
Cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
It's a bold move, Cotton.
They can't hit you if you don't have an AC.
Yeah.
All right. So, Krellik, as you take the lead and approach this small patch, you notice, obviously there's something buried there in the snow. You get within 10 feet, 5 feet, and you being a warrior, a well-traveled, seasoned dwarven fighter, recognize it immediately as bone.
That's good. That's good.
Just kind of covered by the fresh, powdery snowfall that came with the avalanche.
Does it look like it's been there a while, or is it hard to tell?
It's hard to tell at this moment. You'd probably have to go dust it off.
Yep, you're probably going to have to touch
Well,
it.
What is it?
Last time I touched one of these things, nothing bad happened at all.
Yeah.
So,
Technically, it was me. I touched it.
oh, that's a good point. So I suppose nothing will happen.
I'm here to help.
And if it starts moving, just kick it off the mountain real fast.
Krellik's gonna put his hammer away because he could take it out easier and kind of like start brushing off the snow around it to take a better look.
All of a
Alrighty.
sudden.
So, as you're brushing it off, you find yourself exposing the dome of a broken skull. The majority of the rear of it is there, but the face, all you have is just the bridge of the nose and one eye socket. The rest of it has been smashed and scattered away. So you're dusting aside more snow. You're finding fragments of bone. And eventually, as you're searching, your hand sort of pops up against something hard that doesn't feel like bone. It's much harder than that. And you find yourself pulling out of the snow a rusted short sword with the remnants of a skeletal hand that sort of falls apart now that you expose it in your hand there.
Well, it would have to been here a while. The sword's all rusty.
Well, they are skeletons, Felgren would say. He's like coming up behind you now. They kind of have to be here for a while to become skeletons.
So maybe the rumors are
Does have a
true.
point.
I mean, it could be that there were undead here and the avalanche took them out, in which case that's great.
I would
Hey.
say, everyone make me a survival check.
Always the optimist. 14!
Mine sucked, but Mary's was good.
Yeah, Miri's surprisingly good.
6.
That's my girl.
Oof. So,
Got it.
as you're all kind of puzzling over what this could mean, Miri sort of pops up from your shoulder. How come there's no meat?
What? On the bones?
He's kind of left out here.
Well,
Uh,
either he's been picked clean or it's disintegrated over time.
My guess is the rumors are true. There's undead up here.
But you think this was one of them?
I must have been.
That's actually a good call. Perhaps Garrett came through here and actually handled this one. That's why it's all smashed up. And if that's the case, he might still be alive up there, and we should probably get moving.
Fine. But only because I don't
Alright.
want to see the dog sad.
Exactly. Can't have good boy going bad.
As you say boy, he kind of perks up from where he's been nosing around in the snow, and you could hear the faint crunch of something between his teeth.
Oh,
Oh.
You see he's there with a scapula
Oh,
in between his jaws, that curled tail of his sort of wagging slowly back and forth, ears perked at the sound of his name.
yes, good boy. Good boy. Pat him on the head. Well, at least someone's enjoying it.
Hey, circle of life.
Tavini's going to go over to Boy.
Drop it.
Boy, give me an animal handling check. Okay.
Nice. Not bad. 14.
So as you approach Boy, and sort of indicate for him to drop, give the command, he initially sort of stamps upon the snow and kind of his front half goes down, and that tail starts wagging like he thinks you're gonna play. but with a firm drop, his jaw sort of hangs open, and that scapula falls into the snow.
She reaches into her backpack, searches around for one of her rations, and then pulls it out, and offers the meat from it to Boy. Good boy.
Immediately, that head of his, just almost as big as your torso, he's a very large dog, and you're a very small halfling, darts forward and just gulps down that offering.
She pulls her hand back quickly and just kind of toddles away to get some distance between her and the very large dog.
He actually follows you, almost close enough where, big dogs, when they walk beside people, sometimes they kind of lean into them. You're getting that a little now as he proceeds further ahead.
Yeah, that's a mount right there.
Yep, exactly. Put a saddle on that thing, and boy, is your mount.
That'd be epic, dude.
It would be so good.
Oh, man.
All right. About 5 or 10 minutes later, you come to a place where there is a steep, snow-covered inline dotted with jagged rocks. And you see at the base of this incline, lying face down in the snow, a humanoid in blood-stained cold-weather clothing.
I think Rian would rush up to him.
Yeah, Krellick would follow Rian.
All
Real
right.
quick, just to check the identity and to be like, are you all right? And slide in the snow next to him.
Boy beside you is the first to get there. Immediately starts barking happily and nosing at the face of the person lying face down in the snow. You hear, as you approach Rian and Krellick, a very low groan, and the arm of this person starts to move like they're trying to push themselves up, and the other hand is kind of trying to push the dog's head away very weakly.
He's alive.
Savini!
Boy!
Felgren does
Savini,
not.
get up your head.
Felgren does not like all the noise. He's keeping his eyes peeled in this area.
Roll me a perception check
Yeah.
on that, Felgren.
Not great at it, but
And then, Tavini, what are you doing?
She glances at Dreamer and just gives a nod as she realizes he probably can't speak and cast anything in that form. So she toddles over to Garrett.
18. All right,
All right.
rolling pretty well so far.
So, as you approach Tavini, where is everyone else in this?
But yeah,
About there.
I'm chilling near the entrance here.
Chill near the entrance. Where's Miri, Rian?
I'd imagine she's with me.
Probably there with you.
Yep.
So, as a boy is sort of nuzzling Garrett there, and he's trying to push him away, his head turns, and you see the hood that he's wearing. He is dressed in those cold weather clothes, is completely frosted over. His skin, he has a tan underneath what appears to be just paleness from cold. And his voice is cracked with exhaustion. Oh, hello?
Hello, Garrett. We're here. We're here to help you. He said your husband sent us.
Oh, I didn't expect. And he's still struggling to push himself upright.
Wait, and she, holds out a hand, and the other hand goes straight to her symbol. And she says a little prayer to the Father of the Forge, and she's going to cast Cure Wounds at level 2. Because he looks really messed up.
Nicely done. You want to roll that?
what kind?
Nice.
It's max.
That's a badass
That's a
roll.
max.
That's a max roll. Oh, 8 plus 3. Fuck yes.
Maxed it out.
Alrighty.
Jeez.
Wow. Yeah. He does a backflip up off the ground.
So,
Ho.
as your
I feel better.
spell, reaching out and casting this Cure Wounds brings him back to full health. What does that look like? What does that feel like to some of the people around?
Warmth is the first thing. Like a bright sort of flame, like you would see on a forge, passes from her symbol to her hand, and then from her hand to the person she's healing, and it just closes the wounds, warms the body just a little bit. Like you're standing next to a forge for a moment.
Garrett, on feeling this, you see the color returning to his face, and he manages to sit up, and there's obviously more strength in his movements now, though he does still look very cold and tired. And Boy is still yapping happily and just trying to lick his face, and he's trying to push the dog off, like, down, Boy, down. You said Keegan sent you.
I ran into Keegan about a day back. Well, found Boy first, and we were pretty sure something was wrong, so we were heading this way anyway, so came to look for you.
On hearing his name, Boy gives a very happy yelp and sort of hops up on those back legs of his.
Aye, he's a good boy there.
I have to find the others. And he starts picking himself up and trying to dust off a lot of the snow. He is absolutely just encrusted with snow. It looks like he's been lying here for quite a bit. And you could see, this is kind of like a sheltered area from the wind that you're in currently. So there isn't as much snowfall. It isn't as deep here as it is out along the sort of cliff trail you've been following. And you can actually see the drag marks that he has kind of like pulled himself along trying to get into this more sheltered area, and this is about as far as he was able to get. You can also see about 5 or 10 feet away at the base of some of these rocks a splash of blood from, something impacting there, leading to where he is now. So obviously he, smashed himself falling from above, and this is as far as he was able to get after that fall.
Is this part of a perception roll?
This is just general information, but speaking of that perception roll, as you are all kind of having this preparatory conversation, Felgrin, you are the only one who notices that back out the direction you had come, there is a very high wind sort of blowing past this little sheltered area, and the emptiness of open air beyond. You're pretty high up now, a couple 100 feet, and you see 2 sets of bright green reflecting back very, very quick and very faint the light from Tavini's lantern. And you could see the vague shapes of 2 very big cats, eyes fixed on the elk in the party, the mechanical elk, creeping up, and you're the only one who's not surprised. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Damn. Let's do it.
And like right before that happens, his hands like burst in like a violet color. We're not alone.
I used the elk's dexterity. No.
Feels bad.
Wait.
And there he is. I was gonna ask if Felgrin rolled.
Yeah, I did. I rolled a 4. Huh?
I rolled a fucking 2.
All right.
I should not be as high as I am, by the way.
Well, maybe you should stop doing drugs.
All those drugs, huh? Yeah.
I should be down 2 points.
Okay, so you said down...
So that put him right behind Krellick.
Oh, 2.12.
Oh, wait a minute.
Because the way Foundry set up, it used my dexterity instead of the elk, which I currently am at the moment.
Oh, so what did you roll total with the elk's dexterity?
Yeah.
That would be 18.
Oh, okay.
Or no, 19.
2 less than what he had. Not 2.
Oh, so what is the number?
19.
He should be at 19. So right behind Krellick.
Yeah, because you rolled it privately.
Yeah, I rolled the shitty fucking 2.
Alrighty, so, starting combat, Krellick, you are surprised as Felgrin gives a shout of alarm, and you turn in time to see 2 large, pale white shapes bounding out of the darkness towards the party. Dreamer, same thing, their eyes, bright green reflections in that lantern light, fixated on you, hardly 20 feet away. Garrett, similarly surprised, Tavini surprised. Big Cat's turn, as it is going to come bounding up. Its fur, this very, very long white strands, almost billowing. Very obviously easily camouflaged here in the snow. It has a blunt face and hardly any tail.
Oh.
As it is going to make its first attacks on you, my lad.
It's like the French bulldog of cats.
And because it had a bit of distance there, it is going to pounce.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
it's
Can you
going
put
to-
smaller?
Do it.
A 10, I don't think connects with your elk there.
Does my Warforge +1 bonus apply to my wild shapes? I think we discussed this a while ago.
I think because it is a racial feature and you are technically doing mechanical animals, I would say the +1 applies.
Yay!
Then no, it does not, because my AC is 11.
Nice.
Alright.
Nice.
Alright.
We'll take it.
Safe by the 1.
Yeah.
And this big cat, as it bounds up and does this, it is eerily quiet.
Ooh.
Miri's surprised, boy surprised, barking in alarm. The other of the big cats comes bounding up to you. Oh, you should probably be about there. And this one didn't get far enough to pounce at you. It was starting to creep up, but it is going to try and make that bite attack. Rolls a 7.
Woo!
That
So-
is awesome.
Completely, both of them on their first attacks on you miss. Felgrin, what are you doing?
Huh. That's a good question.
Sing your favorite song.
Is that what I'm gonna do? Sing my favorite song?
Yeah.
No, I think what he's gonna do is he's gonna twin Chaos Bolt. I think that's what he's gonna do.
Ooh.
Alrighty.
So, spend the sorcery points for that, and then...
Now, this is errata, I think, a spell that you actually cannot twin, but because I like the chaos, I will allow this spell to be twinned, because I know I did the first time.
Well, why can't it be twinned?
I looked it up. I forget exactly why.
Is it because it has the capability of targeting more than one?
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
But I am ruling that you are free to twin at will, my lad.
Okay. Well, I'll take it.
Purely because the joy in me, if something with that goes terribly wrong, will be immense.
Yep.
12.
First thing I pulled up said that you cannot twin Chaos Bolt.
Let's see.
Oh, and this one will be against the smaller one, I guess.
The smaller one.
Not the scale.
A 12 does
Scar.
not connect,
Okay.
Oof.
as the bolt goes flying past the smaller of the cats.
So I'll make my second attack, and for this one, I will be using Tides of Chaos.
Alright.
Nice.
There we go. Advantage 19.
A 19, and which cat? Which is this on? The larger
Yeah,
one.
this will be on the scarred white
The-
cat.
Alrighty. So that 19 does connect.
Nice.
Okay. 11. Yuck. Bad damage. So 4 and a 2. So I'll make this a force damage against the scarred white cat.
Alrighty. And that is 11 points of force damage. So, yes, your attack, as it sort of slams into this cat, it almost leaves the strands of hair along the shoulder that it strikes illuminated. And you can see some of that light reflecting off the wall immediately to the cat's left. It's a very, very strange effect. Normally you would just expect it to impact and absorb the hit, but it almost seems like the spell started to bounce off the cat before it landed.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Anything else with your turn? Are you moving anywhere?
Hell yes, I'm moving somewhere.
Yeah, the boy.
Boop.
Ah,
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Atta boy,
Classic.
put yourself right in a corner.
Uh-huh. Well, I got
Shuffle.
a lot of people in front of me.
It's true. Call it the Felgren Shuffle.
Now, I think that, let's see, you've done your Tides of Chaos.
Yes.
Remind me again, does a Wild Magic Surge trigger on your next first level spell, or?
On the next after I use it, yeah. On the next one after I use it, it'll trigger.
Just putting a little pin in that to remind myself.
Yep, fair enough.
Orion, you are surprised as this engagement begins, but Krellick, we're now free and ready to go kill some shit.
Atta boy.
25 feet should put me right there.
Yeah.
Nice.
And Krellick's gonna do what Krellick does and boop it in the head.
Hulk smash.
Yep. Boop it.
Alright, boop that snoot.
Boop that snoot.
Boop-a-dooter.
Oh, that's
19.
that is a
Definitely.
that is a boot.
Give me that damage
boot
now.
snoot right there.
This is where it's gonna...
For 11 points.
Is that max? No, just shy of max, damn.
Just shy of max.
Yeah.
Alrighty. As you come rushing forward, the sort of lightly powdered snow parting before you, like Moses in the Red Sea, under your feet. You know,
Like
dwarves are chunky. You get him going, he's just gonna keep going. That first hammer strike, sort of catches the cheek of this creature and knocks that head aside from trying to bite into the mechanical dreamer. It does significant damage.
That's a bad kitty.
Just kind of yowls in pain at the strike. Anything else for you?
No, I'm gonna end it there.
Alright. Dreamer. Oh no. What are you doing?
You know, it's not often that something can sneak up on Dreamer.
It's true.
So he's just gonna reflexively kick back at the scarred white one
Alrighty.
with my hooves.
Just kick
With
to
your
anything cool,
hooves.
like move it or anything if it lands?
Oh, it's gotta be prone. Never mind. I guess I have to ram it.
No.
A ram. So if you want to give me the attack roll on that ram.
Nice.
A dirty 20 does hit if you want to give me
Yep.
damage.
15 on the die, not bad.
Alright, 7.
Hell yeah, these are decent rolls.
What does your ram look like as the big elk?
Probably short and simple. Just a quick whip around and then try to charge head down into the scarred cat.
Now, does the ram, does that require a charge on that?
Yeah, to knock them prone, I have to
Okay.
charge.
Gotcha. Anything else for your turn?
Nope, I'm gonna stay put.
Alright. Garrett is going to pick himself up from the snow, and seeing these two large cats descending on the party, he's gonna take a longbow from over his shoulder
Atta boy.
and very alarmingly gasp, "Craig cats!" He is making 2 attacks.
Yuck.
So,
Yeah.
obviously
He's worth waking
still sort of impacted, and you could see the exhaustion on him as he
97.
sluggishly draws that longbow and fires 2 arrows that thankfully miss Dreamer and Krellick but go wide and whistle off into the darkness over the cliff's edge.
Well, shake it off, Garrett.
Well, did I get your head in the game, boy?
I'm trying.
Wake up.
Shut up. Thank you, but shut up.
Thank you. Shut up.
He's gonna back up towards the he's gonna put his back to the rock face there behind you.
Just give him a break, he's still thawing out.
Yep, it's true. Yeah.
Tavini, what are you doing?
Shut up. Thank you, but shut up.
She's staying.
I think I picked the right music track to anxiety
Yeah, this is
induce.
good.
Yep.
Anyway,
Alright,
continue.
what's old Tavini packing?
She's staying right where she is.
Good call.
And she's gonna touch her
Nice.
her holy symbol. And again, you see like the flames, except this time they go white hot. And she shoots her hand out towards one of the cat on the left, the small one.
Smarter cat.
Sacred flame.
I believe
Sacred Flame. I have so been waiting for this.
I need this to hit.
It's a dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy, that's a rough one, I bet.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say this cat's gotta have awesome fucking
So as
spell
your
turning.
brilliant bolt goes flying past Dreamer to slam into this cat, that strange fur, those very fine filaments that almost seem to shine in what little moonlight there is. Let's see, we're gonna do a dex check here.
Oh, okay, because Chaos Ball doesn't have a saving throw. Got it. Thing.
What's your DC?
Goodness.
Should be on your
Oh,
spell
that's it.
page.
Yes, 13.
13. Alrighty. So the bolt slams into this cat and then reflects back.
Ooh.
Yep.
And
Tie goes to the runner.
I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw.
That's not ideal.
Come on, Tavini.
A 12.
Nope.
Can you roll damage for me?
No! Roll low. Yay!
2. Oh, thank God.
Oh, that's good. Thank God.
So your bolt, unfortunately, the god of the forge has betrayed you. Or at
Josie.
least this cat makes it seem as if he has, as your bolt reflects off of that very shiny, luminescent fur of its, and actually sort of slams into your chest, and there's a bit of warmth, and it's very uncomfortable. So you take 2 radiant damage. Are you moving anywhere? Any bonus action?
Ow. Nope, she's staying put.
Ugh. I still haven't cast a spell, and now I can't cast a spell in this fucking fight. You are evil.
You still can.
Evil, Josie.
You still can.
Oh, yeah, you can.
You certainly can.
You totally can.
All right. So the smaller of the crag cats is going to again try to take a bite out of this elk here. Rolls a 1. So these huge fangs in this thing's mouth, they go to bite onto one of your very slender forelimbs there. And the teeth just sort of scratch on the metal, this metallic shriek. And it yowls and
it's teeth
pulls
break.
back, kind of working its jaw. You can see one of the tusks in its lower jaw, one of the bigger teeth, is actually broken off at the tip. And there is a half of a tooth lying in the snow at your feet. What is Miri doing?
Miri is, she's gonna forfeit her turn to go with me. Me and her are gonna act together again.
Alrighty. So she is going to drop an initiative order to just behind you.
Mm-hmm.
That brings us to Boy. Boy, growling, suddenly going from cute puppy to snarling hellspawn,
Nice.
is going to go bounding past Krellick and going to attack one of these cats, the smaller one. So dirty 20 on there.
Nice.
Deals 6 damage, and
Nice.
the big cat is going to have to make a strength saving throw.
Oh, can he pin that sumbitch? Put him prone?
Nah.
Oh, you almost did. So Boy comes bounding in, almost like between your legs, Krellick, and then he's a little too large, so he kind of yops and goes around.
18 on the saving throw.
And he grabs the forepaw of the cat that just broke a tooth on Dreamer, and biting into it starts to savage it, sort of whipping his head back and forth, drawing blood. But he does not pull the cat prone. That is now the big cat's turn, and its eyes had briefly left Dreamer and followed the much smaller, tender shape of the dog. And it is going to come sloping around to the other side here.
No!
So you do get an attack of opportunity, Dreamer.
I will swing my antler.
Nice. 22.
22.
If this thing kills
Alright,
that dog,
give me that
I'm
damage.
gonna murder it so hard.
8.
8 damage. Nicely done. Let me get rid of that. The big cat scrabbles up onto a rock, sort of overlooking the small sheltered area that you're in, and is going to try and take a bite out of Boy.
Oh my god.
and crits.
Oh, crits on boy, no! Oh, what did you do, Josie?
I have done something terrible.
Oh, 22!
As, unfortunately, the big cat sort of slinking around away from Dreamer, crawling over the rock. Boy is currently savaging the smaller of them. Those big tusks of it dig into the back of Boy and haul him up. And the big cat gives this shake. And Krellick, you and Dreamer are close enough to hear, as Boy starts yelping, the crack of his neck as that body then falls limp in the big cat's jaws.
No.
Fucking silence. Oh, Boy's dead. No!
Felgrin, it is your turn, and you can hear Garrett now behind you. Boy!
Fuck him up,
Well, his
Felgrin!
eyes are firmly narrowed at this point after the shock, and he's gonna cast a magic missile at 2nd level.
Nice.
That's the biggest wabam he's got right now.
Alright. Magic missile. And since there's no saving throw, these don't reflect back.
Oh, man.
Oh, fucking Minde.
Well, hold on, that's one of the bolts.
oh, okay.
Yeah, so I need the next 2 bolts.
Did it just
Or did it
multiply
roll
it by
for all of
4?
them?
That's
Yeah.
It just multiplied it by 4. Is that how magic missile works? You just roll 1 damage
No,
and
it should be
No, it shouldn't.
1d4 plus 1 for all of them. So that first one's a 2. And we could fix it later, but
Okay, it's a,
Yeah.
you want to roll the 1d4 plus 1 for the others? So that's again another 2. And last one
okay, I guess.
for 3, 4.
It's weird.
So
Did it like that?
4. Yeah.
You did it at 2nd level, though, right? So you get another dart.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, so 1 more.
There we go.
That
Alright,
is a 3,
so-
4 points.
So 4,
So
4,
10
2, and
total.
2. 12 total, right?
12 total.
Yep, 2, 2, 4.
All right. So Felgrin, 4 darts, glowing. What color are your magic missiles?
I'd say they're like a violet purple.
All right. It's brilliant violet purple, almost illuminating the ground as they pass overhead. Slam, one at a time, into this cat, which yowls and, sort of trying to dig its claws into the rock, sort of slips backwards, dragging Boy's body with it in its jaws. Are you moving anywhere?
You should be alright. I'm closing that gap on my turn. I'm
I'll
putting
probably
myself-
I'll
right
move
to the
here
left of Boy.
anyway.
Okay.
Alright. Unless you have a bonus action, am going to need a 1d100 roll.
Fireball.
A 35.
Is that
Ooh.
close to what I rolled last time?
Can you roll me a 1d10?
Oh no. Okay. Sorry.
I take it y'all
Oh.
are looking at the table.
No, I'm
God.
not.
No, I'm not, but as soon as you say
Okay.
1d10, it sounds like damage and it's going somewhere.
Felgrin,
Yes.
you feel suddenly something sprouting on your upper lip and along your jaw, and reaching up and touching, you could feel that you've grown not just a mustache, but almost a bit of a beard too. Very rapidly. Rian, since you are closest and you're looking, you're kind of able to look at Felgrin, he has suddenly grown a full beard that extends down to his chest. And he's looking a little more weathered around the eyes.
Oh no.
Is it at least a full, lustrous beard?
It's the most glorious black beard
Excellent.
you've ever seen. But he's looking a little more mature.
Oh, you aged, bro.
Not much, but
Just a
you
couple
know,
years.
he's kind of a young guy and he's growing a little.
I don't know if he would be able to recognize that. Like, he would obviously notice the beard, but
Yeah.
piecing together that he's aged. I
Yeah,
don't
so
know.
you've
2
aged.
years.
Yeah.
You've aged 2 years.
Oh, jeez.
Well, that's a
All
new
right.
one.
Yep.
Rian, what are you doing?
Moving up here.
Yeah. The sight of Boy's death just aged him 2 years all of a sudden.
Yeah. And actually, Tavini's gonna move up behind me.
Tavini.
And,
You mean Miri?
Yeah.
Miri, sorry. I'm just drawing my shield as I go up there. That thing hits fucking hard. So.
Yeah.
Look at me. I'm controlling
Yeah.
Tavini now.
I'm Davini now.
Yeah, and that's my turn.
All right. Is Miri slipping past you for any attacks?
No, and that's as far as she can go with a fly, so she's right behind me.
All right.
Unless I put her on the other side of the cat, and I'm not doing that. I'm leaving her over there by herself.
Krellick, what are you doing?
Okay, well, Krellick was gonna go where Rian's at, but instead he's just gonna slam the hammer down the smaller cat to try to make room for him to get
I
by.
would say Boy's probably more here because he's in the big
yeah,
cat's
oh,
jaws.
Okay, well, the Krellick's stepping up. He's pissed. He's swinging at that big cat.
Alrighty. Give us that warhammer.
Smash the nice
19 definitely connects.
Krellick can't miss.
9.
9
For
damage.
9. This cat is looking very badly hurt, and it is growling, almost seeming to think maybe you're trying to take its prize away.
Krellick's just gonna growl back.
Take its fucking life away.
Yep.
I think it's
You can
gonna
see
die
the-
terribly.
The lips and the whiskers peeling back from those teeth as it snarls. And, you can hear a hiss developing in its throat, but, its mouth is full of dog fur and dog.
Oh.
Anything else for you, Krellick?
No, I can't. I was gonna action surge, but I did that getting away from the avalanche, so I'm good.
Yeah. Dreamer, what are you doing?
Good turn,
A
Buff.
bit of levity to
Critical!
Oh!
a crit
Oh,
on
a fucking
the
crit!
smaller one.
On the smaller one. Gotta take it out.
All right, give us that damage.
Kill him.
Oh,
Do it.
nice.
He beefed. Kill him.
Damn it.
So the cat is, whipping its head to start, maybe either trying to steal the dog or maybe take a bite of it. And your horns catch it and almost lift this animal up off the ground a little. And that big head comes whipping back towards you over its shoulder to try and bite. Garrett, Tavini, Felgren, you are close and you can see from the depths of that hood, that fur-lined hood, there are tears streaming down those exhausted cheeks as he is again trying to fire on the larger the cats as it holds Boy's dead body.
All of this wasn't worth it. I'll take Boy over Garrett any day.
If we never complete the main quest.
So that is a 22 and a 14, and both of those connect.
Nice. Put him down.
So whereas he had initially hit, he seems to sort of catch... Well, this thing had exactly that.
Nice.
He sort of seems to catch his second wind, and there is rage blazing in those eyes of his as he releases 2 arrows that come flying just past your head, Rian.
Mhm.
And one of them embeds itself in one of the cat's eyes, and it starts to tip over backwards into the snow, yowling, releasing Boy's body. Before it falls out of sight behind the rock, a second arrow catches it in the throat, and it falls over on its back dead on the other side of the rock.
Gone too soon.
And Garrett is striding forward, and you see he sort of tosses that longbow away and starts drawing a short sword from his side as he is going to come and join you guys at the other of the cats.
I think
All
Felgren
right.
would try to stop him, but he'd realize there's no point.
Yeah.
And that now leaves Tavini. It's your turn.
She's going to grab her hammer.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to move up. And she's going to take a swing at the kitty cat.
All right. Swing at the kitty.
Where's your hammer? Hammer, where you go? I've never actually hit with my hammer.
It should be
so I can't see
on...
my
If it's not on
Aha.
features, there you go.
attack.
A 20
Ooh, 20.
connects.
And then
Roll
because
it.
she's an angry kiddo, she's going to put boop boop doop boop boop boo.
Oh,
A searing smite on there. Oh!
I
It does
can
have a
smite.
saving throw, though.
She's mad. Let her be mad.
Yeah, she mad.
She mad.
She mad, so Kitty is gonna make a... Let's see, Constitution saving throw.
That's not until the start of its turn.
Oh, you're right. Attack steal 1d6 extra fire damage. So, Tavini, roll the damage for that mace attack, and then roll a 1d6 for me.
Okay, not
Nice.
bad, not bad.
Almost max.
Do I roll the
6
damage
damage.
on the spell?
Yep.
Yeah, so you can actually just click the... There you go.
So, 9 points. What does your mace look like as you call upon Moradin to set it alight and slam into this cat?
Like before, there's like a trickle of white flame that goes down her arm, down the length of her hammer, into the head. Like as she's hitting the cat, it just goes and spreads onto the feline's fur. Just a burst of
Alrighty.
fire.
Love it.
Bad kitty.
Bad kitty
The
indeed.
cat seeming very, very badly hurt. Let's see. First thing it needs to do is the saving throw for that fire damage, huh?
Yeah.
Alright, and it's a DC 13.
Huh?
Let's see. Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, it saves, so it reflects back on her.
Alright. So if you can roll me damage for that smite. Okay, it should only be the first one there, so 3 damage. So, this cat's fur, these very fine filaments, start to burn with this holy fire. But as it goes to turn and flee, the fur along its entire body shimmers, and some of those flames leap back onto you, Tavini. It is going to grab Boy's body, disengage, and flee back out into the darkness.
Wouldn't grabbing the body be an action, so it can't disengage?
Rules lawyering it.
I want to hit the kitty.
It's a very good point.
I want to hit the kitty. I'm sorry.
I mean,
I would
it's
say
probably
if,
gonna.
if it is an action to pick up something unconscious, I will rule in the future that it is not half movement, but an action to pick up somebody.
Gotcha.
So, do you guys want it to be an action to pick somebody up?
That is a very good question. This could be big.
Because normally I would rule if it is, somebody your size or smaller, that you're at half speed, but you are still able to move them.
Yeah, and that thing isn't gonna get completely away. Like, it's gonna run out there, but it's still in Tavini's light. So even if we say it can pick it up.
Yeah.
And then we can use it, and I still think we can get one more smack
Yeah, I
at
was
it
saying.
before it gets completely away.
Next
I
up,
have a 50-foot movement speed as an elk.
Felgrin the
You
sniper.
chase that sumbitch down the...
Where you going?
Let it go.
Nowhere.
So, how are we ruling this, guys? Because it may potentially affect your futures in terms
Yes,
of like
we're
if
saying
anyone
that
falls
it's okay
unconscious.
for it to pick it up and go.
Alrighty. So, Big Cat starting to flee out into the dark with Boy's body in its jaws, growling and snarling over its shoulder at you.
Yeah, I think between me, Grin, and Dreamer, we can tag it. Because Witch Bolt doesn't have a saving throw.
Felgrin, it is your turn.
Felgrin's gonna move up there. Yeah. Not going to happen.
Yep,
And
attaboy.
he'll stick his hand out and shoot more magic missiles.
Attaboy. Attaboy.
Alright, pop, pop, pop.
Yep.
I don't even think
Why
it's,
leave
I
it
don't
to
think it's gonna
chance?
survive this. Yeah.
Alright, give me those D4s. So that is a
Let's see.
3 plus 1, that's 4.
So you can click that button right on the...
Yeah, that is another 4, so 8. And 10. How do you want to do this?
It's the same thing. He's just holding his hands out. His eyes are just narrowed to slits. and he's just blasting this thing
So I started blasting.
with
All
everything
right,
he's
so-
got.
As your bolts
Spell slots be damned.
slam into the back of this cat, first its hind legs sort of buckle, and it spills forward into the snow, dropping Boy in the process. And as it tries to pick itself up and continue to flee, those other two bolts slam into it, and as that color splashes across its fur, that sort of silvery quality to this cat immediately winks out. There's almost like, a light from within has been severed, and it falls limp, half of its very large body over Boy, and the mountain is quiet, and we are out of initiative.
He'll just drop his hand.
Beside you, Garrett, tears still streaming down his cheeks, Boy goes running up and shoves at the big cat's body and just kind of lolls off of the dog. And there's just a trail of blood from where he had initially been bitten atop that large rock, leading to this point. And he sort of pulls Boy to him and holds the dog in his lap as he's just sitting there rocking with it.
And this is why you should have given us more levels up so that Kavini could have Revivify at this point.
Don't do that to me!
God, we're gonna have to put ourselves on Does the Dog Die?
Oh, yeah.
At this point, I will drop my wild shape.
Yeah, Felgren's walking away from that sound.
And all you're left with is the lonely sound of the wind blowing along this high northern passage.
Yeah. I think Rian will walk up to him and put his hand on his shoulder. Just be like, I'm so sorry. He was a good boy.
He was. When he disappeared, I thought the Eddies had got him, but he found you.
He made it all the way home to come get you help. He gave his life for you. So don't let that go to waste. You make sure you get home to your husband.
Yeah. And even though he's, agreeing with you and nodding, he's still on his knees, not moving anywhere, just kind of petting Boy.
Yeah, I think Rian will kind of stand up and start to walk away. Take as much time as you need, my friend. He'll walk back over to the group.
Miri is, kind of there behind your legs as he is holding Boy. And even though she joins you in walking away, it's rather reluctantly, and she is kind of turning and looking over her shoulder at him. And is, that cheeriness in her is oddly subdued in this moment. What about the rest of you?
Felgren's uncharacteristically grim and quiet.
The edges of your beard are starting to frost a little in the cold air.
Yeah, Krellik's just standing there looking at all the blood.
And, Dreamer, you had dropped your elk shape. What are you doing?
Waiting, I suppose.
I don't, what does everybody think? What should we do?
We have a package to deliver.
I think Felgren would just scoff.
Yeah, but I don't want to leave Garrett here by himself. At least maybe we can help him back down the mountain. Get him back to
the sled.
Aye.
Send him home.
Wait, he said there were others up here though, right?
I did, but
Yeah.
we can find them.
Aye.
On hearing your conversation, Garrett, you could see him, kind of giving Boy one last pat before he, slowly, very gently puts the dog down and stands and starts looking around for his longbow.
I'll go grab it for him.
Thank you for that. I was leading a party up here. We were attacked by Yetis further up, and while, we fought a little, the Goliath with us, he fell pretty quick. I tried to lead the Yeti further down the the mountain here so the others at least had a chance, and I fell. I hadn't expected to see Boy here, but he was with us up the mountain. He must have gotten away and went for help. He must have run right past here.
Yeah.
So why don't you go down to the sled and take Boy home? We'll go find your party.
Thank you. I was leading a team of 3 up. There was, Mokingo, Growling Bear, Akhenathi, the Goliath I described. He, was good friends with a little halfling cleric with them, Perilu. Then Asterix. You'll know her. She looks like your friend over there, and he kind of motions towards Felgrin. I don't know her story.
Krellik's gonna finally look over at Felgrin and see the beard and go, "What the fuck?"
She didn't have any kind of motions to the beard.
Neither did he 5 minutes ago.
He's just staring.
I can't thank you enough. I think Boy and I can manage from here.
Aye.
Just get home.
Aye, get home. Your dogs are still safe down below.
And give Boy a good spot.
I will. Thank you. And he, accepting his longbow from Dreamer, sort of crouches down and hefts Boy and starts treading off into the twilight down the slope that you had previously ascended, till they are both out of sight.